What is up, friends and family? It's Justin and Trisha Davis coming to you, and it's been a whirlwind of a week for us over the last 10 days, kind of emotional week. If we look tired, if we look wrung out, it's because we're emotionally wrung out in some really amazing ways. We had one son that got engaged, and then a week later, our middle son, Elijah, graduated from high school, and so it's been ups and downs, but in all the right ways. And then over the last probably 36 hours, we've had some huge news that we wanted to come and share with you on this video.
For the past several years, many of you know, friends and family, that Justin and I lived in Nashville, Tennessee for 6 years, and it was really there where we got to experience being around families that have adopted, and really spoke that into our hearts. And between our neighbors and friends that our kids went to school with, many of you know Stephen Curtis Chapman and his wife Mary Beth have been super instrumental in speaking this over us. 147 million orphans is another organization that we have been around. It just kind of seems like God has put us in the path of adopted families. And so we started praying about 4 years ago about being an adoptive family. And we just thought, man, we're gonna open our home up, we're gonna open our hearts, and we're gonna open up our pockets, and it's just gonna be this amazing experience. And for the past 4 years, really no doors have opened in the way that we thought they would.
And so over the last couple of months, a lady from our church has started speaking into our lives again about the possibility of adoption. She runs an adoption agency here locally in Indianapolis, and last week she emailed us and said, hey, would you consider the possibility of adoption? And so we opened up the email, and there was a 7-year-old little girl and a 9-year-old little boy whose siblings, they have 3 siblings, have been adopted already by another family, and they were looking for a home. And so Trish and I looked at each other, and we just thought, okay, this isn't the international adoption that we thought we were going to pursue, and it's not necessarily how we thought it was going to happen. But over the course of the last 36 hours, God has just really been opening the doors, and we met with the birth mother over the phone today for the very first time, and then got word late tonight that she has chosen us to be the adoptive family for her kids. And so we've shed a lot of tears, we've slapped a lot of high fives. It's been kind of this euphoria, and then also this like, oh my gosh, this is like really happening. And so we're coming to you just to share that news with you, and also just really to ask for your prayers and your financial support. As many of you know, adoption isn't cheap at all, and it's one of those things that we felt like we're going to say yes to God and then trust Him in the process of providing those funds. And so we set up this page, we set up this video, really is just an opportunity for our friends and family to come around, not just us, but these kids, to help us provide the home that He has in mind for them.
And so with that, this week is going to be a big week. Placement could possibly happen as soon as next weekend. And it's just been emotional. I'm a mom of 3 boys, and knowing the gift that the birth mom is giving us, and knowing the pain of her releasing her children, we don't take that lightly. So it's very celebratory, and it's very sad at the same time. And we've been told by the adoption agency that this array of emotions is normal. We've been told from adoptive friends that this is normal. We were just expecting more of like a 6-month, maybe 18-month process, not 6 days. And so we are trusting God in that, and asking that you would specifically, would you pray for the birth mom? The Lord knows her name and knows her situation, to go from a mother of being a mother of several children to an empty home. I'm praying that God shows up for her, and that God is going to do amazing things in her life. Yeah. We ask that you would pray for our family as we acclimate. In the past 10 days, we had a kid get engaged, one who has graduated and headed off to California for the summer, and our youngest, who's now going to become a middle child / kind of the oldest, being the only one home now. And then the financial part of it. We just ask that you would pray. If you have connections with other adoption agencies that you think that we should be aware of, we would love for you to email us at davisfamily05 gmail.com.
We're in this together.
We are in this together. So thank you for being on this journey. Thank you for allowing us to shoot this video and maybe giggling at kind of feeling like we're expecting, and then we're like, we're expecting, we're kind of all over the place, but we're excited. We're trusting God in the midst of it and in the midst of unknown, and we appreciate you being a part of this process with you. We love you, and we are so grateful for your prayers and for your contribution.
It's awesome.